you. These Klingons have had me designing weapons for them at Disruptor Point. The scientists who finished their research are taken away. We are the only two left.
I'd be happy to tell you what I know, but ask fast. I'm going to the shuttle bay and getting out of here. I'm an independent researcher. Word got out that an interested party was paying a lot of latinum for simple projects. It sounded like a good deal. Then I got here, found out the Klingons were my new employers, and the good deal was work or die. I should have known better. There used to be about 20 of us working on various projects. As people completed their work, they would disappear. I heard one of the Klingons say that my time was up. You got here just in time. B'Vat is the one running this whole operation. I overheard him say he's keeping the Klingon Empire strong by prolonging the war with the Federation. He thinks that unless the Klingons have an enemy on which to focus their energies, they'll fight amongst themselves and tear the Empire apart. I kind of hope he's right. He hasn't let much information slip, but I know that he found some sort of device abandoned in deep space. He wants to use it in an attack so horrible, the people of the Federation will demand that Starfleet take revenge. The fighting will continue for years. I'm heading for the hangar, finding the first ship that will fly, and getting out of here. I'm done working for Klingons. Some of them are honorable, but B'Vat cannot be trusted. His desire for war with the Federation has blinded him. The Klingons are planning something big. They have been forcing us to design weapons. They want improved disruptors and torpedoes for their ships, but some of their demands have been very specific. They want a weapon that can punch through solid neutronium, which is impossible. And they keep talking about torpedoes with payloads big enough to destroy a small planet. There are prototypes of some of the new weapons in the laboratory here, as well as schematics on the base computers. If I were you, I'd destroy the prototypes and the schematics. Neither side needs that kind of destructive power.
face to face at last with one of the Federation's greatest officers. I've read much about you, though I'm not as impressed as our intelligence agents are. After all, you were rather easily led to this system by a few well-placed pieces of bait. I've had pet dogs with more sense. I have everything I need from the research station, but I must say, humiliating a Federation war criminal is, as the humans say, an added bonus. Try to stop us if you must. However, I won't think poorly of you if you walk back to Earth with your tail between your legs, there to whimper at your master's feet. You have lost this day. Victory is mine, and mine alone. Kapla!
I've read the after-action report filed by Lieutenant Van Zyl. Pity we weren't able to apprehend Bavat, but I'm glad we shot that weapons facility down. Nicely done. As for that weapons research the Klingons were conducting, Starfleet has some of our best people analyzing the data you recovered. We'll find out what Bavat and his people were doing there soon enough. There's a lot more intel to analyze, and I suspect we'll be working again soon. Klingons don't tend to think small, and we'll need the best we can get to deal with Bavat and his... Admiral Quinn says you're the right officer for this job.
Starfleet intelligence needs your help.
Admiral Quinn says you're the right officer.
We're counting on you.
This is the Kobayashi Maru.
How can I help you? Your orders, sir. Whatever you need, sir.
Captain's personal log. I have been betrayed by my first officer, a man I considered my friend, Kavok. Why? He and a group of traitors tried to take the ship. Kavok is the only survivor. There is also evidence that Kavok sent a coded message to Federation space. I do not understand why a warrior I have trusted with my life would do this. He tried to explain, but I do not need to listen to the words of a traitor. Let him rot in the brig. Ambassador Bavat has ordered me to bring him to the Imaga system for questioning. Kavok will die screaming. It is not an honorable death, but it is the one Kavok deserves.
You are my enemy, but today you are my only hope. I will redeem my honor. I was once the first officer of this ship. I served the House of Bavat loyally and well, and fought by my captain's side in battle. I thought I was living an honorable life, and then I learned what Ambassador Bavat's plans for the war were. I could not let Bavat do such a horrific thing. To unleash such a weapon upon the galaxy for his own ends is the act of a coward, not a warrior. I gathered a small group of officers who thought as I did. Our plan was to take over the ship and fly it to the Imaga system. There, we would either stop this doomsday before it occurred, or die in battle. I tried to take this ship. I failed. Now I am dishonored, and I must redeem myself or die. Do you have more questions? When my plan to take the Targ was discovered, I knew I had to act quickly. Bavat has much more than the experimental weapons from the base in the Briar Patch. He has a planet killer, a ship of such destructive power that nothing can stand against it. He intends to use this doomsday machine to attack Federation worlds. I find myself in a strange place. To regain my honor, I must join forces with my enemy. I sent a coded message to the Sol system and hoped that the right person would hear it. Do you have more questions? Bavat is obsessed with conflict. He believes that the Klingon Empire will stagnate and fall into degeneration and ruin unless they have enemies to fight. Without war, Bavat believes that we will destroy ourselves. Bavat found the planet killer, and he ordered his scientists to learn how to control it. Now, he plans to attack and destroy one of your worlds. The Ambassador knows the Federation wants peace. But if there was an attack where billions died, would something so heinous make you want revenge? If he succeeds, the war between our peoples will be endless, and Bavat will have won. Do you have more questions? It is a ship with no crew. Its hull is solid neutronium. It fires beams of pure anti-protons, and fuels itself with the hulks of destroyed planets. Weapons are useless against it. The planet killer is ancient. I have heard stories that your Starfleet defeated a device similar to this long ago. I hope that you will be able to defeat this one as well. Do you have more questions? It was a floating hulk deep in the Taong Nebula. Ships from his house searched for months before they found it. Bavat claims to have knowledge of the future. He says that is why he knew the planet killer would be found in the nebula. Its location was forecast. I do not know if this is true. If our actions cannot change our path, then are we imprisoned by fate? Was I destined to lose my honor and betray my captain?
Do you have more questions? So he claims. I was once one of Bavat's most valued officers, and he told me many things. He spoke of a temporal Cold War, where factions from the future used people in the past, each trying to change history for their own ends. One of them, the Nakul, tried to use us. Then you know of their treacherous ways. The Nakul tried to curry favor with the Empire in the past. To prove their power, they revealed much of what was to come. But they wanted lackeys, not allies. Our ancestors listened and recorded what they heard, and they spat in the Nakul's faces and sent them back to their own time empty-handed. Klingons will never be willing slaves. Since then, the knowledge that the Nakul provided has been preserved by a small cabal of Klingons. This organization ruled from the shadows, using what they knew, what was forecast, to guide the future of the Empire. Bavat is the last. He has no sons and trusts no one. When he dies, all that came from the Nakul dies with him. Do you have more questions? Bavat had a plan to stop the Doomsday Machine if he ever lost control. This ship is equipped with Hak-Peng torpedoes. They have a greater yield than any weapon currently used by the Empire or your Federation. The planet killer is hidden in the Imaga system now. My plan was to fly to the system, disable Bavat's control over it, and then use the weapons on this ship to destroy it. Do you have more questions? Bavat's forces have total control over the Imaga system. To keep any ships but those loyal to him away, Bavat has installed a series of generators that maintain an energy drain, much like the Breen weapon that disabled ships during the Dominion War. Bavat's ships have been modified to withstand this drain. Any others that approach the system will be helpless. Do you have more questions? Help me. Repair this ship and we will fly it to Imaga together. Then we can disable the energy drain so your fleet can enter. With your help, we can destroy the Doomsday Machine and end the threat to your Federation.
How can I help you?
I will redeem my honor. I will redeem my honor. Help me.
Do what you think is best. It's risky, but K'Volk may be our best chance to stop Bavat and this planet killer. I'm notifying all available ships to change course for Imaga. Once the energy drain is taken care of, they'll move in to support you. I don't need to tell you how important it is to stop the Doomsday Machine before Bavat can use it to attack populated worlds. Millions of people are relying on you to save them. I know you can do it. Good luck.
Yes, Captain. Understood. I'll join you shortly.
I'm monitoring communications from the planet. They're not calling for ships, so either they haven't noticed us, or they think we're supposed to be here. We're safe for now, but that could change. We need to scan one of the generators maintaining the energy drain to get all the information I need to finish a new command program. Be careful. Bavat trusts no one, not even his own men. He may have defenses in this system even I don't know about.
Drones? Ah! Bavat must have upgraded the security. Scanning the generators now. I have the data. We will need to load the control program into all 3 generators. After that, we can change the command codes from a terminal on the planet's surface.
The generators are under our control now, but your ships won't be safe until we lock Bavat and his forces out of the command consoles. I've equipped your away team with holoprojectors, and they're ready for the mission. And Captain, remember that you're a Klingon now. Try not to look too out of place.
The objective here is simple. Find a control console and change the command codes. Then Bavat won't be able to stop us from shutting down the energy drain. There are 2 consoles. The Alpha console is staffed by an officer who might be willing to negotiate. The Beta console, let's just say that Commander Talk prefers fighting to talking. The soldiers here shouldn't challenge you, but be careful of the Targs. The holo emitters won't fool them. I have another task to complete. Meet me back here when you are done with the command codes.
Captain, I've been monitoring your progress from the ship. You are very close to one of the control consoles. There are Klingons where you need to go. You will either need to convince them to leave their post, or find other means of getting access.
The Empire will prevail.
No one is allowed to use this console.
Yes, sir.
I see your mission was successful. Excellent. Mine was as well. I have smashed the device that B'vat used to control his doomsday machine. The planet killer is now as dangerous to him and his ships as it is to anyone else. You cannot control the storm, Captain. If you try, it will consume you. Meet me back at the ship. There is still more to do before this dark day ends and my honor is restored.
Ha ha! You stumbled into my trap in the briar patch like a blind Grishnar cat. And here you are again, luring Starfleet ships to my testing grounds. The Doomsday Machine will destroy them. It will create glorious, endless war and strife. And it is all possible because of you.
No! I will not allow you to dishonor the Empire with your thirst for blood! We face our enemies as warriors, Bavats! We do not massacre innocents with machines of death!
There are no innocents. There are only the strong and the weak.
Are you strong enough to fight your own weapon? I have destroyed the device controlling the Planet Killer. No one is safe.
This isn't over. Warriors, attack! Joel, Ichu!
Captain, Klingon comm traffic just spiked. Bavat's forces have lost control of the Doomsday Machine, and they are scrambling all available ships to try to stop it. I've been in contact with Commander Burgess. Now that the energy drain won't affect our ships, the Starfleet task force is inbound. We need to get back into space as soon as possible.
I see it! Bavat's Planet Killer is here! Maybe it has a weakness that we haven't found yet. We need to run a scan. Go to the navigation beacon. That should be close enough for the scan, but far enough away to keep us safe until help arrives.
Structural integrity holding, sir. We're shook up, but we'll be okay. Captain, there's an unauthorized shuttle launch. It's Kavok. Hail coming in, sir. I'll put it on the main screen.
Stay where you are, Captain. I'll handle this.
Kavok, turn that shuttle around! You'll be killed!
My life is of no consequence, but my honor. No, I must do this. Destroying this abomination is the only way to redeem myself. Farewell, Captain. Koi keles pu glod, koi pukbe pu, yakbo matbo je shuvui, se machu me u. Mashu manavich makochu, nipe yin majakwo ku. Valva hepech echo kichta, valpumati pupare, mashutak kumame puashuta, maho.
I'm reading significant damage to the Doomsday Machine, sir. But it's still active. Captain, we still have the Harpang torpedoes. They might be enough to finish the job. The machine's hull is solid neutronium, so targeting it won't help. We'll need to fly in front of the Doomsday Machine and launch the torpedoes down that thing's throat. The fleet will be here to help distract it, but we need to be careful. If we're in front of it when it fires its anti-proton beam, we won't fare any better than that moon did. Captain, Commander Burgess is patching a subspace signal through to us. The message is from Kronos, sir. Routing it to the main view screen now.
Captain, my name is Kamen. While the Empire realizes that you played a vital role in defeating a threat to both our worlds, I am afraid I must insist that you return the ship you stole immediately. I would not want to have to escalate this into something that we will both regret. The battle is over. We do not need to begin another.
It might be best to do what he asks, Captain. The fleet's in no condition for a prolonged fight, sir. And honestly, there's not much about the Bird of Prey specifications that Starfleet intelligence doesn't know already. We did what we came here to do. Let the Klingons have their little victory, and the fleet can take you and your crew back to your ship. The important thing is that the Doomsday Machine was destroyed. I'm sure Commander Burgess will want to congratulate you for a job well done.
K'Volk's loss is unfortunate, but he did what he believed he had to do. In the end, he died with honor. Fortunately, you were able to destroy the Doomsday device and end the threat of Bavat's weapons programs. We probably haven't seen the last of him, but at least now he's disarmed. At least as much as any Klingon, that is. And don't worry about having to return the IKS Targ to the Klingons. I don't believe that there's much about that class of bird of prey that Starfleet intelligence doesn't already know. If getting the ship back lets the Klingons think they won a small victory, I don't mind, and you shouldn't either. There are very few captains who can say they faced a threat like you did today and lived to tell the tale. Impressive work.
You've done well. And while there are still issues at the Klingon front, it's time to move to a bigger picture. Come see me at Earth Space Dock for new information.